Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at sportsmemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the sportsmemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to sportsmemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. Sportsmemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Moser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Moser and his wife Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at MoserMomentsPhotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. MoserMomentsPhotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
This is Midnight Run on the Inside Edge Network. Here's your host, Anthony Alford.
And welcome to Midnight Run here on the Inside Edge Network and across our social media platforms. It is 12:04 on this June the 4th, 2026. We're glad to have you with us here on the Inside Edge Network. Coming up later in the show, the Browns QB tracker. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're keeping up with off-season Browns QB tracker. We're not going to acknowledge all the. I was told that there were a ton of fake sacks out there. Nuh-uh. What do you mean? What do you mean? I heard from Todd Monken that we have two quality starting quarterbacks. So I'm going to stick with that. That's coming up in a little bit. You'll also hear from Todd Monken and also Jarrett Verse. Of course, Verse coming from the Los Angeles Rams. They both talked with the media. We'll hear that coming up in this hour. And then also, of course, it is Wednesday going into Thursday. You know what that means? Coming up 12:40, Eli Moon, Omar Claussell, Midnight Conversations. It is coming at you. If you saw the social media posts, you see the topics. We were locked in and ready to go. They all flow. It's like, what's going on after midnight? We got it all covered for you right here on Midnight Run. And we're across the spectrum here. I don't know. I'm trying to see something here on the side, and it's not doing this thing. All right. Oh, well. All right. But let's get started. So tonight, a big thing happened. For some of you, that might mean game 1 of the NBA Finals. For others, episode 2 of Love Island USA. No, no. You know what's crazy? You know, we was doing that watch along yesterday of Love Island, and I think it's so tough with entertainment to find programming that you have to watch each and every single night that is almost appointment television. And if you miss it live, then you're behind. That show and live sports is right up there in terms of big events, high stakes every single night that you need covered. I will omit this here quickly on the Love Island part, and then I got some thoughts on the finals. Okay? And when we talk about the finals, I'm going to bring up something that Kyle Cornell and I disagree with, and I didn't think this scenario would actually play out, but it's going to, and I'll explain why in about 2 minutes. First off, with Love Island, I do want to apologize to KC. No, not the receiver we have for the Cleveland Browns, but the KC that's on the show, okay? Because yesterday I wrote him off. I'm like, dude, all he's doing, that's all he's doing with his face and stuff like that. That's all he was doing. I watched a man who I think could win the show. I watched a guy who was locked in, ready to go. And yeah, I think he's in a great position. But so I want to apologize because I wrote him off too early. I wrote off him and I wrote off Kinsey, and I apologize. I was wrong. I was dead wrong. You get another perspective when you actually watch it. You know, he was doing a watch along, but obviously you can't have the sound fully blasted up. Otherwise, Peacock is coming after you. But yeah, it's good stuff. And they have new episodes every single night, all the way up until Wednesday of next week. And then they settle into their normal schedule there. So I'm telling you, check it out. I saw somebody online. It was like, oh, you're not if you're a real man, you don't, like, real men don't watch that show. You know what? Fine. You know what? That's perfectly fine. I like martinis. I like margaritas. I like it with the sugar on the rim. I'll take it. Any drink that tastes good and fruity, I'll drink it. Okay, so don't forget about it. You looking at me like, oh, I'm drinking manly men beer. Get the hell out of here, please. I like stuff, tastes good. Pineapples taste good too. Let's move on with the NBA Finals. This Knicks team is very fascinating. Very fascinating. Jalen Brunson, he did not play. Jalen Brunson, there was a couple times I thought, oh man, gets hit the knees, and then later on, his ankle was stepped on. It's like, whoa, what is going on? And for those of us here in Cleveland, let's see if this sounds familiar. New York Knicks down by a ton of points in the second half. You're leading. You're feeling good. Things are rolling. And then New York comes back and wins the game. Oh, and it's game 1. Yep, sounds familiar. New York Knicks, they were down 14 points. I believe in the third quarter they were down 14 points. They came back and they won game 1 of the NBA Finals over the San Antonio Spurs. It was one of the few times with the Spurs where you actually saw their youth show, right? The lack of experience. The final score, by the way, 105-95. Knicks over the Spurs. So you have that going. But, yeah, I mean, that's an issue with the Spurs, definitely. So that's something you want to look into, kind of see what's happening. But, New York getting the job done, making things happen for sure. And for New York, 7 straight road playoff wins for them. And I believe, from what I heard, it's not an NBA record, but it might have been 7 straight road wins by double digits. That is a playoff record. 7 straight road playoff wins by double digits there. So you have that going, all ready to go. And, yeah, they're locked in. And we talked about it, and they talked about it during the show or during the post game on ESPN TNT about how do you combat rust, right? 8 days off. And I like what Karl Anthony Towns said during the post game with Charles Barkley and the guys. He's like, look, we had to get back to do 5-on-5s and really go from there. But you saw their experience is great. Now, again, I'm not going to sit here and gloss over New York, but I want to bring up the point that Kyle Cornell and I disagreed with from the last series against, with the Knicks and Cavs. My point, my belief, was that had the Cavaliers held on to that lead, I think it was a 22-point lead in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, I think their bad habits would have still caught up to them. And I think from that standpoint, Cleveland still would have lost the series in 5 games. Kyle is of the belief that momentum is huge, and that for a team like Cleveland that was kind of like, they feed off. You never know who you're going to get from Cleveland, but they're obviously very huge in terms of momentum, going from there. So, yeah, I mean, that's what you're kind of looking at from that standpoint from the Eastern Conference Finals. But here, we're going to find out if that's actually true or not. Because, again, San Antonio came out. I just saw my face through a text message, so I'm going to put that away. Eli's handling business behind the scenes, but that really threw me off there. I think the way it was looking was like, no, but this is not, San Antonio. It's not Cleveland in terms of, let's say, being overly inconsistent. Obviously, they're a better team, but let's find out what happens. Let's find out the power of momentum. You had a 14-point lead in the NBA Finals at home, and you could not get the job done. So now what do you do going forward? Because this is where it does become danger. If New York steals Game 2, then the Knicks will be celebrating a championship a week from today. So that's critical for San Antonio to kind of pull through. Yeah, Jalen Brunson had 30 points in the come-from-behind victory. But really the key of that game, and full disclosure, I was watching Love Island the first half. So the second half I flipped over, so caught the highlights of the first half. But Karl Anthony Towns, he was the guy getting things going, and he was pulling Wemby away from the paint. And that's something you absolutely have to do. You have to, it's a tall task, but you have to find a way to limit at least one of the major skill sets of Wemby. One of them. You got to find a way to do that. But there it is. New York, winners of Game 1. I know Cavs fans probably thinking, man, if we would have showed up and beat the Knicks. I mean, this does show you that, like, the almighty Western Conference and the top of the Western Conference, it's not, we're not talking about the NFC of the late 80s and the 90s. This is not the Niners and the Dallas Cowboys where, like, the other conference couldn't touch you. Like, the top half of the NBA, like the very top teams, are very even. New York, I will still lump in Boston, even though they had a mishap. but New York, Boston, Oklahoma City, and San Antonio. I mean, those are the four best teams in the NBA, and I think there's a gap between those four teams and then the next set of teams, which Cleveland is included in that second tier. I guess we might have stumbled onto something here. Let's take a break because when we come back, and then we'll get to the Brown stuff. How would you the tiers of the NBA right now? Where would you place them? Like, I personally I don't believe all the Western Conference is bulletproof. That's not true. It's really just Oklahoma City, San Antonio, but I think New York proved tonight they're in that same class. So New York, Boston, I still would put Boston in there. Oklahoma City, San Antonio. What's the tier, and where does Cleveland Cavaliers fall into that tier? And we're not even having a discussion either about, teams that have impact players that were inactive this year. Tyrese Halliburton, where does he fall, and where does Indiana fall into that next year? Yeah, great point by Kyle. I mean, Knicks are they're on GOAT mode right now. They're on God mode right now, with the NBA Finals. But do you put the Knicks, but I know this is a first take kind of question, but we have to do this. Do you put the Knicks in that elite top level class, or are they just lucky that they have all these rest days? We'll rank the tiers when we come back from break. Also, we got sound. I do have some thoughts on other stuff that was said. Jim Schwartz, he responded. I have reaction to that about, him being passed over with the head coaching position. We'll get to all that, and then midnight conversations. We are working. Thank you guys for joining us. We're working behind the scenes. I know we're not on. I try to retweet on Twitter. I know we're not on Twitter, and I believe we're not on YouTube right now. But we're on Facebook, and we're on other stuff. So if you're watching us on Facebook, thank you again for joining us live here at 12:18 here on June 4th. We'll take a break, come back. We have more right after this.
Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to Fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's Fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
This is Midnight Run on the Inside Edge Network. Here's your host, Anthony Alford.
It is Midnight Run here on the Inside Edge Network. Double A Anthony Alford back here with you. Again, we are a little ways away. We got 15 minutes away from Midnight Conversations. Eli and Omar will join me in just a bit. But we got a lot to cover really in the next 10 minutes or so here on the program. Again, remember, like and subscribe at Inside Edge Net across all of our social media platforms. That's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. You may also see us on Reddit, Threads. we're there. MySpace, Tagged, Black. Sorry, wrong one. But yeah, we're on there at Inside Edge Net. We got a website too, InsideEdgeNetwork.com, where you can go to our personalities page. We had a big discussion over the photos and the personalities page. No, they're all great. You can check it out there also. And you get polos and shirts. I got to buy some workout shirts. Inside Edge Network. Can you imagine you could rep Inside Edge Network while you're at the gym? Oh, funny story real quick. So, they're not a sponsor. I'm not going to give away the name of the gym, but you can probably take a guess. Hell, I talk about them all the time. So, Planet Fitness. This particular Planet Fitness that I go to, first off, the entire company during the summer, they do a free teenager promotion, right? Teens get in for free from June 1st through August, through the end of August. So usually there's concern among regulars there, anywhere. It's like, oh crap. You're going to have these teenagers take out the machines. And it's different, by the way. We're not talking, it's 2 peak periods with the gym. The first peak period is the one that you actually appreciate. It's the beginning of the year. It's the we're gonna, New Year's resolution, and people, adults, who they're looking to start their exercise journey, and they're courteous. They're they might be asking questions. They may be wandering around because they don't know. They may or may not know what to do, but they're there, and you celebrate that, and cool. They're adults, right? The second phase is right now. Now you would think, okay, it's teenager, but the premise is the same: fitness journey, get after it for the summer, build good habits. Well, here's the problem with teenagers. You done? You done? You're not using it. You're not using that. It's like, you gonna get out of my face, stupid idiots. So typically your gym is full. It's full, and it was on Monday. Well, here's what's happening. My home gym is doing renovations, and I mean like overhaul renovations, to the point where we don't have we don't have a real locker room. Our locker room is outside. We have porta potties. We have they brought in like a couple trailers for the showers, but I walked in there, it smells awful. I'm like, you know what? I'll just shower here at home. Not a fan of showering here at home. I would much rather shower at the gym, get it done, so that way I don't have to worry about it. Plus, I'm not a fan of bringing my gym sweat to my car, because then you need to deep clean your car. So it's not ideal, but it is what it is. I'm not taking a shower in that rent a shower, whatever that is. Might have came from a porno or something. I don't know, but no, I'm not doing it. But what happened? I think a lot of those kids saw all the construction. And it's loud construction. You got I got Kyle's show on full blast, and Kyle's making a great point about whatever he's talking about, and in the background, in the background, it's like Kyle's making a point. Parma City schools, they need to do better. What are we doing? What are we doing? So the next day, I think all the teenagers left. So we're not going to have that rush, because our gym's under construction, and they're like, look, we're going to go to another gym. Okay, we're going to go somewhere else. So, but it's all good. I kind of honestly, I kind of dig going outside during the workouts and kind of breathing a little bit. I've also realized it hasn't rained here in over a week. I don't know the next time it's going to rain. I haven't even checked the forecast. Eli, shoot me a text let me know when is it supposed to rain next. Look up the weather forecast. Tell me next time it's supposed to rain. Because I'm like, it's too beautiful every single day. I took a lunch break earlier today, and I got back in my car. 75. Okay, thank you, Eli. 75% chance of rain on Saturday. There you go. Saturday. All right, there you go. All right, we got 5 minutes to deliver on every tease that I just mentioned. Okay, number one. Matter of fact, I actually need Eli for this. Come to the two-shot here, buddy. Here we go. Come to the two-shot, buddy. I mentioned before the break, I kind of spilled into something about the tiers with the NBA. The Knicks, Spurs tonight, game 1 of the NBA Finals, 105-95. And I'm like, wait a minute. This whole Western Conference is invincible. That's not the case. I just think there are certain teams. I think it's top heavy right now. I think Tier 1, Oklahoma City, San Antonio, New York, and I put Boston in there in Tier 1. And I think there's a decent separation between Tier 1 and Tier 2. Tier 2 That's where Cleveland's at, in my opinion. That's where Detroit is in my opinion. That's a couple of those teams. Denver, number 2, fringe 1. So we'll do more of these tiers in the coming days. But Eli, what's your early impressions on on the overall view of the NBA and the tier rankings?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely clear favorites, when it comes to the NBA championship, the NBA finals, things like that, right? I mean, the Spurs and the Knicks, they're two of the best teams, I feel like, in the NBA. That's why they're there. You mentioned, Boston. You mentioned some of these other teams. Yeah, unfortunately, the Cavaliers are just in a spot right now where they have a lot of questions to answer, and I don't know where they go. We've talked about on here on the Inside Edge Network about Donovan Mitchell. We've talked about Evan Mobley. We just don't really know. It's interesting. But as far as the tiers, I think, the NBA has got to be happy right now because they have two of the best teams playing. Two very big markets. I was on the phone with my guy Devontae from San Antonio earlier today, right during pregame. He was down there with ESPN and everything, and he's like, dude, Eli, Spike Lee's in San Antonio. And I was like, that's awesome. I'm rooting for the Spurs. I rock with my San Antonio guys, and I'm rooting for the Spurs here in the Series AA. But all that to be said, it's marketable for the NBA. So it's not only good in basketball, like great basketball, it's also marketable. And that's what they want as a league. That's what Adam Silver and these guys want. And I just think that this is going to be a fun finals. I originally had Spurs in 5 in our group chat. Unless they win 4 in a row, that won't happen. But I just think, when just my quick reaction to the game, I think Victor Wembanyama, he was very clear. I was just watching his post-game presser. We weren't able to get it in, but he's just like, look, I was bad tonight. There ain't really any more further explaining. I was bad. I'll correct it, and I'll go forward. And I believe him. I believe him. This isn't just like when the Cavs are like, yeah, we just don't know how to turn into the next gear. No, it's like I believe Victor Wembanyama. This is a 22-year-old that's more determined than most 22-year-olds in the world at anything they do. And I just am very curious to see how they come out and respond. They've lost home court. They now have to go, win game 2 and win 1 in New York. Now they got to go win 1 in New York. I think it's going to be a fun series, though, AA. Jalen Brunson's a gamer, and he's a clutch player, and, he avoided the injury. I thought we were going to have another Halliburton moment.
Me too. All kidding aside, I know, what happened last series between us and them is what is, but I agree. I'm like, dude, if this is gonna happen, I'm turning the finals off for good.
Yeah.
You need your best out there.
Yeah, that, and just reading speculation, and reaction on Twitter, and I tend to agree with Twitter on this case. Usually I don't, but I tend to agree with Twitter on this one where they brought up De'Aaron Fox. He shot terrible from the floor tonight. He was just not good. Guy in his first NBA Finals appearance, was with Sacramento for a long time, almost a decade, and they got to utilize Dylan Harper more. They have to put Dylan Harper in the game. I know he's a rookie. He's also one of the best shooters on that team. So I'm curious to see how they respond. But yeah, tier-wise, these are two of the best, if not the 2 best teams in the NBA. It is not, and I know silly. It's like, well, yeah, Eli, they're in the finals. Right, but nobody thought the Indiana Pacers were one of the best teams in the NBA last year. They got to the finals. I think this year, 2 of the best prevailed, and that's why they're playing. Yeah,
and the whole conversation in the East going into the playoffs was Boston, and then, okay, New York could turn it on and off. And then, Cleveland, Detroit was the outliers in that conversation. But really the conversation was Boston. And, wow, I really did a true accent there.
Boston.
Yeah, I did it. We got a minute left. Mm-hmm. Let's put up the QB tracker, courtesy of ESPN Cleveland. Let's put it up. There it is. There it is, folks. There it is. Look at those numbers.
Wow.
Look at those numbers. That's all they are, numbers, okay? This is practice.
Did Taylor Green, did he not, they didn't give him a throw?
That is correct. No, he had no throws.
So now Taylor
couldn't get that arm. He couldn't get that arm, Eli. Couldn't get it.
Taylor Green is now playing back up to Dylan Gabriel. Oh my goodness, we don't have enough time. I don't understand how this guy is on the roster still.
Well, Todd Monken doesn't understand either because he said that they have 2 quality starting quarterbacks. And so who's the third?
Yeah, I mean.
Do we have that clip, Eli?
Yes, we do, Double A. I'm going to have to do a little quick pivot. It's going to come back to you here for a moment.
Yeah, let me know when that clip is ready because that's a great point. That is a great point there. That QB tracker, courtesy of ESPN Cleveland. But yeah, I think that's pretty crazy. All right, let's hear from Todd Monken about the quarterbacks.
In a perfect world, you'd love to have your starting quarterback, right? And you'd love to have your O-line set. I'm not sure we'll be there. I'm just not. I think both. I think both quarterbacks have played well enough where we haven't really been in pads. We haven't played any games yet. Haven't really gotten to that point yet. Every day I kind of lean one way or the other with quarterbacks. I'm on that. But we still got to get to that point. And then O-line wise, as we start to move the pieces around and get them together, I think we'll have a better idea. I don't know that yet, though. I have a pretty good idea. In the O-line, I really feel like I have a pretty good idea of 4 of the 5, right? And then we got to figure out who's that 5th. Does that make sense? I really feel good about the 3 we brought in Fano, and then who's going to be the 5th, and then quarterback, who's going to start for us. But I'm fired up about the quarterbacks. I just tell you, we got 2 starting level quarterbacks. We really do.
I will also add on, by the way, courtesy of the Cleveland Browns, NFL media, I will also add on that our buddy Spencer German, who has appeared on Midnight Run, Locked On Browns, 92.3 The Fan, he tweeted from Browns camp today, been a rough day for the quarterbacks today. Lots of sacks for the defense. However, Shedeur Sanders just delivered the play of the day on a bomb to Isaiah Bond down the sideline for a touchdown, perfect throw. Now, listen, that track, I mean, it's numbers, right? It's numbers. This thing, you better figure it out with the quarterbacks, plain and simple. I could tell while we was playing that clip, Omar was heated. I'm looking at the bottom of our shots here. Omar is heated, and I'm sure we'll get his thoughts tomorrow morning on the Inside Edge Morning Show, 9 o'clock. Later this morning, we'll have that for you coming up. But enough of that, okay? We have the whole effing summer to talk about the Browns. I think their mini camp starts on the 9th, so plenty of time to get things going. We got to take a break. When we come back, it's time for Midnight Conversations. Everyone's standing by. Omar, Eli, we got a lot of deep things that have come to light, including, and I thought about this because this is actually pretty deep. Omar made a comment on our chat a week ago. I forgot what topic we was going over. It might have been conversations. And he slipped in a comment and said, you and Eli are picky eaters. And it made me question, wait a minute. If you're a picky eater, can you date a foodie? Is that what you call them? Yeah. And if you like to explore, go to different restaurants and try different things, but your significant other is a significant picky eater, could it work? We'll talk about that. Plus, animals that you would deem rude if they were able to talk like humans. We got that covered up and a lot more Midnight Conversations. It comes your way next, right here on the Inside Edge Network.
Searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at sportsmemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the sportsmemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to sportsmemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. Sportsmemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Moser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Moser and his wife Hallie. For For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at MosserMomentsPhotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. MosserMomentsPhotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
This is Midnight Run on the Inside Edge Network. Here's your host, Anthony Alford.
On doing these shows again, man. I checked the messages during break. This is what Kyle sent me. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And with that, it's time for Midnight Conversations. Come on, Omar and Eli. Welcome on in. Come on in. You gotta be. I wonder how many times I look just like this in life situations.
I think that's how I met you.
You know, sometimes when I check my bank account, that's my look. You know, back in the day when I was falling apart in grade school and looking at grades, that's how I looked. When I was left on read on certain things, that's the look. I'm kidding, no.
Double A. When you saw this QB tracker, is that your look?
Every Sunday. Every Sunday. Actually, here's a good question for you guys. At what time every Brown Sunday do you look like this?
Game started at 1, so about 12:48.
I was like about 1:20.
Right when I wake up.
yeah, when I realize it's game day. Ah, dang it.
You're doing your tailgating and stuff, or you go to church and everything. Like you're set, you're good to go, and then it's 1 o'clock, and then you're like, man, we're gonna do it. We're gonna lead down the field, and Kevin Stefanski was always unique because that was the best part of his game plan. Was always the first 15 plays. We looked like an elite level team, Omar, and then blank hits the fan.
Those scripted first drives, man, I'll tell you what.
Unbelievable.
Listen.
All right, let's get into it here. I did sneak in a fourth question, and I will lead with the question that I slipped in there. So, one of the contestants on Love Island, his name is Sean. We talked a little bit about him yesterday. Mm-hmm. Sean was a cop in PA, and there is conflicting reports whether he left the job or, did he request time off and then the mayor didn't allow him to get time off or something like that. I guess, and then the kicker, he has a 2-year-old son at home.
Oh, buddy.
So he's a cop.
Okay.
He has a 2-year-old at home,
Yeah.
and he's going on a reality show
Yeah.
in a different country. Would you, and Eli, I'll start with you, if there was an opportunity to do a reality show,
Yeah.
and you had to be gone for 3, and let's be mindful too, this is not a case of, oh, if this person's eliminated, oh, he gets to come home. You stay at a hotel, away from social media, all that stuff, until the show's over for the season. Would you drop everything to find love on a reality show?
That's a great question. I don't know if I'll find love anywhere, but probably not on a reality show. I probably wouldn't find love. What I probably would say to that is, considering I handle the bookings and press for LaHale in the community. I'm sure I could talk to the guys there and be like, hey, look, I'm gonna give all my resources. You guys go ahead and do your thing while I go find love. I'll be back, and then I would just have to ask you. I guess it would be clearance. But yes, to answer your question, I mean, they give money out for these things.
I mean, you're an influencer.
Got to get paid. Got to get paid. So you know what? I think it would make a ton of sense for me to do this. I think, yeah, I would. I would go find whatever the semblance of love you could find on a reality show is.
See, Omar, now this is different, and you're a parent.
Yeah.
So are you just dipping on your child to, I mean, this, and let's be clear, in your case, this is a complete hypothetical, but are you dipping to do a show, a television show, whether it's a reality show, or it's like MTV The Challenge or something like that? Like, would you leave for 3 months to do MTV The Challenge or another crazy reality show, drop of a dime, leave everything?
Maybe in my younger days, but no, I'm not doing that. Are you kidding me? I got too much here. I got to worry about. I got the network I have to worry about. I got this morning show 9 to 11.
Oh my God! Enough with the PR response. Enough.
My plate is full enough, man. I want to go somewhere to some other country and meet some random ass women and go on some show and not get anything out of it. Fuck no.
Dude, here's the thing. I don't have any kids, so I don't, I guess it gets a little tricky, right? It's like, okay, do you explain to everybody, like, what we could come back home with? Like...
Chlamydia?
Well, I mean, possibly, but, like, also other things, too, like money and possibly a loved one, a new member, Hey, not only did I bring back money, but I brought you back a stepmom.
I'll give you something even worse. Because I Love Island's a great show. There was a show that I tried to watch. I was Autumn recommended us like 3,000 shows.
She sure did, yeah.
I haven't watched any of them. But there was one on Netflix. I'm like, I'm gonna expand. I'm gonna watch something other than wrestling on Netflix for once. I'm gonna watch and there's a couple of shows that I like. Tyler Perry's Beauty in Black. That's my show. I can't wait for the next season in 2028, I guess. But Love is Blind. I'm like, okay, I'm going to check out the Ohio season. I did not realize the premise of Love is Blind is by the end of the season, you're married to somebody.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it gets pretty serious. And Papa Moon, he's watched the entire Ohio season. So he's all tapped in. I mean, here's the thing.
I think you would thrive on that, Eli.
Me?
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, I'm a good that's why we're having midnight conversations. I'm good at conversations. But, I mean, I don't know. That's like an odd one to me because it's like, I don't know.
Hold up, Omar, elaborate. How would Eli do well on this show?
Just because he's a good conversationalist, man. Plus, I've seen him watch that show. He loves that show.
I do love that show.
He would be so happy on that show.
Because it's funny, because, the reactions are hilarious sometimes when they're like, oh, they're the love of my life. And then they, walk in like, God, all right, she was not what I was thinking. Okay. All right, like they said, it's not about looks. It's not. Love is blind. Love is blind. Love isn't really blind. Look, let's be real here. love isn't blind, okay? You got to be somewhat physically attractive. I'm not saying you got to be bombshell gorgeous, but you got to be at least attractive. I mean, nobody's trying to date, Olga or whatever from Shrek, okay? Like,
so we can't be medium ugly. That was a term I learned yesterday.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not ugly at all. I'm medium attractive. I don't know. I mean, that's not for me to decide. I just double A. If I did get the opportunity, would you clear it?
I would have to think of.
I'd fill in for you.
You know what? Here's what I think would happen. I would actually clear it, and then you would turn it down. You would turn it down because you love the network that much. You would turn that down.
Yeah.
To be here on the network.
Yeah. Love is blind. That's right. That's right, baby.
You shouldn't go on that show anyway. That show is so stupid. I mean, this whole we gotta get in there just for what? It's just fully based on personality. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, you don't see the other person until they're like, I think this is the one. I think love is blind.
That's stupid.
And they're like, oh my God, what the fuck happened?
That's stupid. And then, I think it was the first episode. I was just watching. It's like, okay, this is triggering. This whole thing. Come on now. We gotta. No. All right, let's move on.
Yes.
Actually, yeah. Would I dip out, by the way? I'm in prime position to dip out, other than operations of this network.
Yeah.
Because I don't have kids. I'm single. I can just bounce. Who knows? That'll be something. All right, let's get into this here. So, I was thinking about animals. The zoo is fantastic. There's a channel called Animal Planet. They show animals occasionally.
And an overrated Disney park, Animal Kingdom.
Very phenomenal Disney park. Stop disrespecting one of the best parts about Disney World, Eli. I caught that. Lincoln Park Zoo in Chicago was fantastic. A lot of great stuff. But I was thinking about this, Omar. I'm like, all right, let's pretend like we all have the capabilities of Dr. Dolittle.
Okay.
And animals, we could talk to animals. Animals can talk. When animals are present, we hear their conversations just like any of us. Which animal do you believe would be the rudest? The most disrespectful. I'm not saying the most dangerous. I'm not talking about the toughest. But rude, disrespectful, talking trash about the humankind.
Well, I'm pretty sure my cats would talk an insane loads of shit. For real. I got one up there who hates me right now simply because I moved him 2 feet. So, yeah, it would definitely be my cats. I mean, Ghost, he's a motherfucker sometimes. I'll tell you. He'll go up and just get on the counters for no good reason, and he'll just cause a ruckus. I'll have people over, and he'll start acting all sweet, and as soon as he gets comfortable, man, he's coming for your ankles.
See, I have to imagine. I have a different answer, but cats, because man. Here's the thing, though. I mean, they're sweet, they're nice, and things like that. But boy, I have a feeling that they gossip their behinds off. All of them. Every cat gossips hard.
Yeah, that's true. That's
true.
Yeah,
the new cat took a liking to Ghost instead of mine, so they have a relationship, and I don't have a relationship with the new cat. So F you, Ghost. All right, see how it is, bud. Talking to Mean Gene up there, telling all your secrets. Probably cutting promos without me.
Man, that's my nephew. Chill out on him.
Hey, chill out. The homies are watching. Chill.
That's right. I got you, Ghost. Don't worry. Uncle's got you.
Chill. The homies are watching. I do have something though, and Eli, I want to know your response to my answer.
Would love to respond.
The cats are up there. Cats are top 5, maybe number 2, probably number 3, maybe. I mean, dogs are not on this list.
Well, we'll decide on prime time when we do a list of if cats are top 5. Continue. I'm sorry.
Okay. My answer and we're not going to sit here and break down the different types of these. I'm going to say birds.
They are dinosaurs.
And I'm going to maybe I'll lump in, if you want to be particular, seagulls. Because they are rude, because no matter what, they don't care if you just washed your car, they're taking a poop on your car. They're taking a poop everywhere. We don't even do that as humans, except in San Francisco. We don't even do that.
You know who's a real pain in the ass? Geese. Geese those are some shit talking mother bleepers.
Yeah, because they tell you like, hey, F your couch.
They will not only mess you up, but like completely ruin your lawn at the same time.
Omar, do you remember when I worked at that mortgage place and I would call you? I'd call Omar on my lunch break and I'd be walking around in the parking lot. And the one time I go, hold on, Omar, real quick, stop. He goes, what? What's wrong? I go, there's like 10 geese right now and they're blocking me from getting back into the mortgage place. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. He's like, well, I will tell you one thing. Don't mess with them. Do not mess with these geese. And they kind of like stepped up on me. I was like, dude, I don't know. I'm from the mean streets of old Brooklyn. I don't know what you think this is, but we'll wreck you. Geese are a real pain, but like honestly, you know what I'm thinking here? Like if we're just talking like shit talkers, I think it's giraffes. And I think it's giraffes because they're so tall, so they're just muttering shit under their breath. They're like, oh man, you see that rhino talking that mess today? Oh, you see the flamingos out there just thinking they're cool because they're pink. Man, whatever, man. Like I could see the giraffes really like under their breath talking shit.
See, I disagree with that. I think it's actually the opposite. I think the bigger animals, you're already looking down at the smaller animals.
Yeah, but it's like people watching, you know? You get to a good spot. Have you ever done this? Go somewhere where you're like up high and you can watch people and just like see, and let's just make up backstories for different people. It's a fun thing. So yeah, giraffes are probably talking all the shit they want because they can see everything.
I don't know about that though, because all right, let me ask you guys this: you both watched Scooby-Doo, right? In the past,
it's literally one of my favorite cartoons.
Who was the biggest crap talker on Scooby-Doo?
Scooby? No, I mean,
Scrappy. Scrappy-Doo.
Yeah.
Scrappy-Doo. This little moon. Scrappy-Doo.
Well, did you see the animated
He's like,
version?
let me at him. Let me at him.
The real
I think
life.
all those little small animals do the same thing.
Now, it depends what Scrappy-Doo we're talking about here, because, you know, if you've seen the real-life version where Scrappy-Doo becomes very large, does he lose his shit-talking ability then? Because he really leveled up after that.
Yeah, but have you ever seen a shit-talking giraffe in your life once?
I don't think I've seen any animals talk. I'd be concerned about what's going on with me.
Animated, like you've seen animated like films. I mean, you have the Aristocrats. I mean, you got a few shit talkers in there.
We're talking real life here, pal. And I'm talking that I think a giraffe would be muttering. I mean, he'd be like, look at these humans. They think they're so funny because they're just looking up at me. I could literally just attack them right now.
But I think the only thing, though, is like, I think... All right, think about the animals that actually can attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, a bull. I mean, I guess a real conversation about a rude animal are the ones that actually can attack you.
A bull would be rude, yeah. A bull, 1,000% would be rude.
You talk about rude, you talk about like a pig. Pigs are rude as shit.
Yeah. Oink, oink. Fucking what?
Especially like boars. They'll mess you up, bro. They got tusks.
They will be. They will be. They actually would be. All right, speaking of pit, oh god, actually I don't know if that's.
Don't do that one. Don't do that one.
Boy.
It show's over, folks. We're gonna play the ID. Get out of here.
Okay. So Omar, I don't even know if you remember the topic we was going over. We was talking. Eli and I on this show was talking about food in some capacity, and you have mentioned that Eli and I, are picky eaters. And we're not going to disagree with that point. I mean, I can't speak for Eli. I can speak for myself.
I've known you guys for 10 years. Y'all picky as shit. And that's okay. I still love you.
I'm not as picky as Double A. I mean, he doesn't even eat condiments on his hot dog.
No.
Naked dogs is crazy.
Yeah, he's just raw. Oh, hold on.
Yes, I do. All right.
Burgers, bro.
regular size and a foot long. Okay, listen.
Chill out. Okay.
They serve those at the games.
I'm sure they do.
And they cut them up. Anywho,
what stadium are you going to where they cut them? Hold on.
they cut them up at Progressive Field. You can get them cut.
I've never had anybody cut my hot dog.
I mean, I grab a knife and I cut it, and boom, there it is.
That's like, I'm going to respectfully, because I love you. That's crazy work. That's legit crazy work, brother. Like, do you eat a grilled cheese with a fork and a knife?
Not recently, okay?
Okay.
All right, so for me with listen, I don't like ketchup. I don't like mustard. I don't care if it's regular mustard, stadium mustard, or honey mustard. I'm good. I don't do that. Relish, no.
I'm with you there.
Actual onions, no. Like, I have no rooting interest for anybody in the hot dog race at Progressive Field.
You could go out there yourself and just run.
I could.
He does it here Monday through Friday. What was he going to find the time?
Crap, I got to actually run. Only performative workouts here, Omar.
Yeah. Come on. It's just figurative running.
Okay.
I told this before we get to the question. I told the story yesterday. Do you remember? And I'm going to say it again here for the audience at Midnight Run. Do you remember when I got into a beef with the chick I was trying to talk to at the Progressive Field at the Guardians game at Progressive Field?
Yes.
She's like, I was like, man, I can't stand Onion. Like, I cannot stand, like, not even the mascot. And she goes, oh, I don't know if this is going to work. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, I love Onion. And then Onion on cue pulls up and is like, oh, I'm like, oh, hey, Onion. And now knowing the things that she has done to Matt Wentz, friend of Inside Edge Primetime and the network, I mean, she's harassed him. She is literally, did you guys see the race? Where they literally swung and hit the purse. Yes, it was Onion. Onion took the purse and just whacked Matt. Matt was going to win the race.
Yes, you did.
I can't get behind Onion.
Disrespect.
Yeah.
I love Onion.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I do.
I'm sure. So it brings to. Oh, I remember the conversation because I mentioned I love my grandfather. Rest in peace. But there was a time that like, hey, you want a hot dog? Sure. And he boiled hot dogs, and he forgot that I did not like mustard, and he put mustard, and I was like, oh, I can't eat it with the mustard. Oh, that's okay. Let's just go ahead and wipe it off. And I'm like, I can't do that. There's still I know that mustard was on that hot dog. I'm gonna taste a hint of mustard. I'm gonna taste it. I can't do it.
Papa Moon did some reckless behavior like a few months ago. He made spaghetti and didn't tell me he put cottage cheese in the mix for the sauce or whatever. He's like, oh, it's blended. Yeah, crazy work. Papa Moon's usually a good cook, and he's gonna watch this tomorrow because he's sleeping now, and he's gonna be like, why would you throw me under the bus like that? But cottage cheese. He's like, well, mixed in is like a blend, like a ricotta. I'm like, well, then use ricotta. Like, it's lasagna. Like, what?
Yeah, no, we are all AA right now.
What's the question, AA?
Hey, hold up. Segment from Side Hustle. Hear me out here.
AA watching the Cavs blow a 22-point lead to the Knicks against one.
Thank goodness I was not on post-game duty. Midnight, by the time this show came out, I'm like, okay, I had an hour and a half to...
God, that's hilarious.
Kyle had a legendary performance that night. Okay, all right, so can a foodie, somebody who's openly interested in trying anything and everything, explore like, hey, we gotta check this out, this restaurant, they have sushi or something like that, and then we gotta go to this restaurant, they have all of this, and then can a foodie date a picky eater? And what I mean by picky, not just little like, oh, I don't like this season. I'm talking about I can't eat anything other. I'm not talking about me in particular, but I'm just saying they can't eat really anything but chicken nuggets and fries.
I'll answer that. I'll literally answer that shit right now. No, it will not work. It will not work.
Really?
I don't mind putting her on blast. It was literally my ex. My ex was literally chicken tenders, mozzarella sticks, pizza. I mean, just random things. But God forbid Eli Moon wanted a damn steak. We couldn't have that in the house. Couldn't have no chicken, no. I mean, unless it was chicken tender form. So, yes, I think to answer the question, to a degree of pickiness, sure. If you don't like a certain condiment, sure. If you don't like certain things, okay, there's enough on the menu. You know, we can figure things out at home. I'm sure people have worked around that. But if you are like the most basic of basic eaters, I'm sorry, I want to expand my palate. Not cottage cheese in my spaghetti palate, but I want to expand my palate a little bit here, all right? All right?
We
That's
don't
where
have
I'm
to
at.
talk with your dad. That is unacceptable.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, man.
Papa Moon, what are you doing, man?
He tried. He's
gotta-
like, I saw it online. I'm like, well, listen, not everything you see online is what you do. Unless it's here on the Inside Edge Network. Then
Just
follow
go get
everything we say.
ricotta cheese, man. It's the same
He
thing.
put ricotta in it too.
That's wild.
Well, he could send some content for Big Back Tuesday. I mean, man, Lord.
I will say that I will give him a shout out real quick. The pesto chicken he made though, like there's two sides of the spectrum. It's like surprise me with cottage cheese in my spaghetti, and I almost completely regret all my decisions of the day because I had to eat that. Or it's pesto chicken, which is phenomenal. So it's like, you know, he knows what it is. He's like a B plus cook. You know, my sister and my mom got it handled.
So, to go back to the original question, could I date a picky eater? Yeah. Just every restaurant has a kids menu, right?
Yes.
But I'm saying, yeah, but what about at home? I mean,
Not
like,
at home.
I do
I'll
think
buy a bag of chicken nuggets and tater tots. She can go wild. I'll eat whatever the hell I want.
I think Eli brings up a good point, though, Omar, because for dating, actually, you can go on and on for a little while. Dating, okay, you could. I think it's different when you live with the significant other.
yes, I'm telling you.
I think it's
it
way
is.
different because that's day to day.
I'm
Figuring out
telling you.
meals and things like that, and you can't eat out. Your budget just doesn't allow you to eat out every single day.
Omar, and you're acting like so surprised, like I didn't call you and tell you how much money I was spending on trying to accommodate for the chicken nuggets and the chicken tenders and all this other stuff. You think it's all sweet till you buy a bag 3-4 times a week, and then you're like, damn, like I'm spending more money than if we just meal prepped and bought some stuff. I'm telling you, it's cute
I'm
and all.
sorry your ex was a big back, bro.
She was something else. I mean, I don't give a shit.
But like, if I'm in a relationship and it's just me, I'm buying my own damn food. You can buy your own fucking food if you want something else. You want to get your own chicken nuggets, go ahead and buy them. I don't give a damn. But like, if I'm gonna do it out of the courtesy of my own good heart, you damn well I'm gonna get me a salad or something healthy. Cause y'all don't eat greens. I eat greens.
I
And
definitely
they-
agree. I don't speak for yourself,
Hold
pal.
up,
Yeah, you're
hold
talking
up.
out of pocket.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Yeah, you're literally talking out your ass
Don't
now.
tell
like, to
me
be
that
honest.
this ain't green.
Oh,
This is
come
what-
on.
I
Green-
have green in my refrigerator.
I
okay?
literally eat a salad like at least twice a week usually.
Twice a week.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry some of us don't ingest asparagus, you know, as our main meal, but some of us like to eat, you know, other stuff.
Hey,
you know?
listen, hey, Eli, I'm not gonna hold you up. I do like asparagus.
That's cool. You guys can be nasty.
No, I'm not. I know it.
I will be
Listen,
nasty.
I know
At
it's,
least the Brussels
it
sprouts,
smells
too.
like an oil change after. But
You guys are gross
I know it
ass.
smells like an oil change after, but it's healthy. It's good
That's
for you.
good, man.
It's
Sure.
good for you.
Sure.
And Omar, I had to defend myself because occasionally my mom watches this show, and I have to prove that I am eating
No,
vegetables.
no, yeah. Hey, Anthony eats a lot of vegetables.
Okay, don't lie to my mom. I eat
not lying.
vegetables.
I saw you do it at Wink and Lizard the other day.
Yeah. What did I get?
There was a lettuce leaf on your burger, I think.
Oh yeah. Always have green on my burgers. Always
you go.
green. Yeah. I think dates, because I will say this. Previously from my last relationship, I do. It was fine because at least the food that we ate was great. Loved it. It was great. There was concern that if we moved forward and had kids, I was so picky growing up. I only ate, like, when we went to fast food, it was only chicken nuggets or tenders and fries. I was scared to get the burgers because I thought they all came with ketchup. I didn't even eat the burgers from the fast food restaurants. Like, I ate
Why don't you
hamburgers.
just minus the ketchup?
Because
I
he didn't
know,
know he didn't know he could be picky then.
I didn't know. I didn't understand. I didn't get it. But my fear would be.
Or you just went
like,
without.
Omar, if we would have went forward, and my ex and I, if we would have went forward with the relationship, and there was kids involved with this, our kids would have only ate chicken nuggets, fries, and spaghetti. And that's it. That would have been it.
You can't even say nothing, Omar, because you literally just said, yeah, you can't even say nothing because you just said, oh, it's okay. It's okay. So it's okay, right?
I mean, no.
Every week, Omar. In vegetables. Every week. Every day. 7 days a week. Omar, I didn't even eat cereal with milk until I was 8 years old.
Brother. What'd you eat it with?
It was dry.
It was dry.
It was dry. That's what I love. Frosted Flakes, Apple Jacks, and Fruit Loops. They have flavor. It was great dry. And then I remember, and then my mom and my grandma, my grannies sat me down. Was like, you're not going outside and playing with your friends until you eat this cereal with milk.
Change your life.
It did. I was fine for like 6 years, and then I found out I was lactose intolerant.
Oh no.
Whoa. All right.
Dude.
And
So
that
you had
ended that journey.
You had the right idea.
Yeah, you literally had the right idea. They were just forcing.
Yeah, it ended that journey. I'll tell you how it happened too. I'll tell you exactly how it
How
happened.
you found out you're lactose intolerant, or how you?
Yeah. I'll tell you exactly how I found out I was lactose intolerant. So I had cereal for breakfast. This is, high school. This, football. We had a scrimmage, and somewhere in Ashtabula.
Okay.
I think it was Ashtabula Lakeside. Actually, I know it was Lakeside, doing games there. So I had cereal. It was like 5 something in the morning. I had the cereal. Then right after I ate the cereal, I used to walk to the high school. It was only like 10, 15 minutes, so no big deal. Walk to the high school. We get situated. We get on the bus. At the time, I was not dressed to I was still too young, to do varsity, whatever. So, but they asked me to travel so I could help film. Okay, cool. I'll do that. Experience, cool. And I get there. Actually, on the way there, I felt the effects of the cereal, of the milk.
You just felt the whole body shift.
Yeah. And then I realized, like, oh, are we there yet? No, we just got into Lake County.
Oh no.
Oh, buddy.
We didn't even pass Willoughby.
Oh, buddy.
I'm like, oh, we'll be there. No, you still got another, like, 45 minutes.
You're like, pull over, please.
We get there. I sprint to their bathroom. It was so sad, too, because we did a football game a couple years ago at the stadium, and I knew exactly where the bathroom was.
Camera in one hand, other hand running with motion.
I went right over there, took care of business. Okay, maybe I ate something bad. Took the camera out, set it up. I hit record. Sprinted right back downstairs, right back to the bathroom. And then I'll just say this. I'm thankful back then I used to always carry an extra pair of drawers. Very thankful.
Yeah.
Because it was needed. Whew. So that's how I found out. That was in my teenage years, and ever since then, I have not consumed whole milk. And even at this stage now, I can't even do 2% milk. Can't do it.
Well, unlike the Cavaliers this postseason, you were able to turn it up to another gear, and you got to that bathroom in time.
Several times.
That bathroom hated to see you coming that day.
Yeah.
Damn.
I didn't know. So, yeah, I mean, I would love to have cereal with milk. I would love to have cereal right now. Oh, here's my last question, and then we're done. Last question. Since you both are night owls, like since I've started doing this show, and especially since we've gone 5 days, I'm like, it's 3 in the morning, and I want to go to famous Gyro George.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you do.
not gyros for me, but I think I get what you're going with here. Go ahead.
No. I'm like, is there a... Listen, I'm doing the best I can. I know you're not supposed to eat late. I'm doing the best I can. Is there like we got to go somewhere right now and get some food?
Yeah.
Late night?
All the time. I mean, I literally... Or I'll find something here. I've housed an entire family-sized bag of salt and vinegar Lay's chips before at like 4:30 in the morning, and fell asleep with my hand in the bag. I mean, like I'm currently staring at Funyuns that I'm about to house once we're done with this. I mean, definitely there's no wrong time. I had an ice cream sundae, like little cone, the little, just like, delicious. I had that at like 3 o'clock in the morning yesterday. Dude, there's no wrong time. I've heated up full dinners before at 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, you know what? Here's the thing. Papa Moon usually makes dinner. Sometimes he gets it done, and I appreciate him. Sometimes he gets it done while I'm like kind of already in the rock and roll of the show. It's like, I'm set up prep and it's just finishing up if it's a late dinner. So I won't get to it till about 1 in the morning. At that point, you pull it out of the fridge, you heat that thing back up, and you get after it. There is no wrong time. Especially when we're working 24/7, we don't even sleep. So what exactly is late? What's early? What's that even mean anymore?
Go ahead, Omar.
I'll tell you what. When I was younger, I used to work clubs, right? And I'd get done working the door or whatever, and we'd all go out and take whatever money that we had, and we'd all go out to Sheetz and just grab whatever. And that was back when Sheetz had like the big buckets of fries. I think they still do it, but like you could get a big bucket of fries for like really cheap.
Oh yeah.
Bro, those Sheetz nights were goated. I'd be drunk off my ass, just eating whatever.
Bro.
And then that iron skillet, you can find iron skillets, at like a rest stop. Those rest stop restaurants.
Rest stops, those are dangerous.
Oh yes,
those are
very dangerous.
And obviously, you have the Waffle Houses of the world, everybody talks about like their notoriety, but every Waffle House I've ever been to has been pretty chill. So,
my thing too is, and Omar can attest to this. The other night, like for example, it was like 2:30 in the morning. I ate like planters. You got like the assortment of like peanuts and all that other stuff. So I ate those. And then I had kettle corn. I either ate 1 or 2 bags. I can't remember for other reasons that we won't share on the show. I just couldn't remember. Tired, And with that being
You're
said,
watching this show at 1:19 in the morning. You know why? Go ahead.
all right.
Hello. But yes, kettle corn. I mean, the planters. That like I housed that thing. I told Omar in advance. I'm like, sorry, buddy. I'm cleaning the rest of this out. There's like a quarter left. I'm cleaning it, and he don't care. I mean, So I ate that. Then Omar was like, "Do you want more chips?" And I was like, "Damn! Like, yeah, I'll have some chips. I'll have some chips now." So I ate some chips. Omar offered me some buffalo mac and cheese. I was like, "Maybe we're playing with fire here. If I do that." So I stayed away from that. But I ate a lot, and I woke up in the middle of the night at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I was like, I guess that's middle of the night, depending who you ask. And I'm like, "Oh my God, am I having a baby?" And I was like, "Oh no, I just, I gotta use the bathroom. And it was rough. But there's no wrong time. Just eat responsibly, because whatever you eat at 3:30, you will have to pay for in the morning.
Yeah, usually whenever you eat at night, you need to make sure you have like a good 2 hours after you eat for your stomach to like calm down and settle before you actually go to bed, because your stomach's gonna be out of whack if you just eat something and pass out, brother.
Just a pound of salt and vinegar chips in my stomach.
See, my thing would be like all Gyro George, and like, because I like their breakfast. I like their breakfast. They knock it out of the park. It's 24. It's all day breakfast.
Breakfast gyro?
Oh yeah.
No, well, you could get that, but they have. You can just get a regular breakfast.
Yeah, you can get like a breakfast sandwich. They do like breakfast.
Their omelets are fantastic. So
I hate gyros.
Yeah, you get the breakfast at night too, bro.
Okay.
Oh, you don't have to. You don't have to get gyros at Gyro George. They have a ton of stuff. They have good fried chicken.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to check
They
it out.
got good stuff there. It's right up the street from our studios.
I've stayed away from Gyro George though because it literally has gyro in the name, and I'm like, if I don't like gyros, why would I go visit George?
You gotta. Hey, George is cool. You gotta. Hey, next time you see George, tell him hello. He's cool, and I'm saying this even though he ain't a sponsor, but he's cool. He's cool peoples.
He's the coolest gyro guy I know.
Man.
Yeah. Now that I live out here in Wadsworth, I'm like so spoiled because I have a Swenson's and they're open late,
Dude.
and that's been like my late night go-to recently.
Dude, we have one nearby here too. I mean, you know that, but like
Yeah.
10.
I know because I hit it after your house.
5-10 minutes away, bro. And it's
They
like,
used to be rallies because rallies used to be the spot for us all because like we'd all go hang out and then like we'd be hanging out after hours at like our old previous job, hanging out in the back by the dumpster just talking BS, and we'd be like, all right, time to go. What's open? It's 3:00 in the morning. Freaking rallies.
Omar and I got done with the show. Like I got done performing at a show one time, and Omar and me were going back to his house. But for some reason, we were in the neighborhood near Rallies in Old Brooklyn, and we pulled up, and Omar goes, "Oh, they got a T-Pain burger," and he got 2 T-Pain burgers.
The 2 Team Bay boxes, bro.
Boxes, yes. And I mean, you guys know me for a decade. I mean, not only am I a somewhat picky eater, I also take forever usually to eat. Unless I'm like starving, I eat like a bird. And it's like, I watched Omar house these 2 T-Pain burgers, these boxes. And I was still on my $2 chicken tender fry box. I was like, all right, dude, like, I'm hurrying. You know, it's just crazy. Bro.
Man, those tender boxes.
Dude, and they're still the same price. They're still the same price.
Yeah. They're bad for you. I ain't gonna lie to you. They're like, it's not
What is good for you at rallies?
nothing. Absolutely
Exactly.
nothing.
We're not here for health.
Honestly, though, actually, where rallies is good, if you consumed a ton of alcohol, all the grease that they have, you go get it right out your system, and you go be ready to move on with the next day.
Yeah,
Damn
don't carry
straight.
that rallies bag over the carpet in the living room. You are gonna stain that.
You're gonna be locked in. All right, next week on Midnight Conversations, we've been kind of avoiding this. Oh, one housekeeping thing, Omar. Next week, you want to talk about the World Cup? We kind of have to get on that.
Yeah, I've kind of been previewing it a little bit, just teasing it on my show. But yeah, we're gonna get really heavy on it.
Yeah, let's preview the World Cup next week, and then guys, we've kind of been avoiding it for a little while. We got to talk about time travel. We got to like get into the weeds of time travel.
Chad Bryan does it all the time. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta because
Do you want me to bring Chad with us?
we might need him.
Okay.
We
He's
might,
an expert in these things.
Yeah, we might need him because I've always wanted to know, and because my belief with time travel, and I'm going to do more digging. If we were to go back,
Yeah.
pick any moment in time with us, any moment in time, I don't think it's possible for me to only change something that I want to change without everything else changing.
Oh, there's I think a movie or show. I think there's a movie. Papa Moon's a big like movie guy and like reality show. I mean, so he was watching something like that, and this dude had to keep going back and trying to change the history. But it was like all around John F. Kennedy, and like if he could save John F. Kennedy, then this or that. But the girl, and he misses the girl. And look, dude, it's not that serious about the girl, bro. Like, just stop going back in time. Yeah, W, you would probably affect that. I mean, I don't want to. We'll get into it next week, I think.
And even what your dad was just talking about, like even little things like that, that's pretty deep.
Yeah,
We're gonna
even
get-
just the act of yourself going back in time could just your presence just being there for even a second could just affect anything.
I think so. And then even the little things. What happens if you take the wrong step? What happens if somebody else runs into you? They took the wrong step. You fall or whatever. Like, what happens?
What if somebody unalives you, and then you just don't get to go back to present day?
I just watched Back to the Future, so this is perfect.
I'm gonna watch Back to the Future. Who has the movie? Who has it?
I mean, I have it on DVD, but
No, we're not worried about your DVD. We're asking like Netflix or like who's got Back to the Future.
No.
Amazon has everything.
Yeah.
I'm not going to come down on Omar because he has vinyl records, which is the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah, and he displayed 3 today this morning. So if you missed the morning show, go back and watch it. Omar displayed 3 phenomenal records. So go check that out. And the morning show, 9 to 11 a.m. here on the Inside Edge Network.
Like, subscribe, follow at Inside Edge Deck. We'll, I don't think we had some technical difficulties with the delivering of the show.
Who knows if we're even live?
We was just rolling. So honestly, we might have this show leading into Omar's show. We might be like, wait a minute, boom, it's right there. There we go. So we might do that. So there we go. All right, guys, have a good night. It is 1:27 on a Thursday morning. So you can either go down the street, get some food, go to the gas station that's still open, do whatever nightly activities you do, or grab a chicken wing, put it in your mouth, and fall asleep. Good night, everybody.